Hey, we're back for another episode of our talk show here at Asnp. And today we have two awesome guests, but we'll get right into introducing ourselves. I'm Chris.
I'm John.
Ezekiel.
I'm Tanner.
And you guys are a part of a company called, what's your company called?
Kek Network.
Kek Network. Okay. And you guys just finished up wrapping a production up, right?
Yes, our web series Mematic.
Yeah, Mematic, and that's a comedy that's based around memes, right? The culture of memes.
Yeah, internet culture, young entrepreneurs, stuff like that. It's about three roommates in a college dorm room running a website where they post memes.
Yeah, very similar to like the setup that we have.
Yeah,
very,
very similar.
Very similar.
It's very millennial.
Do you guys mind if we use this as a set?
We can talk.
Yeah, season 2 is right around the corner.
We can talk.
We're looking for an apartment that we can actually blow up in a scene.
Yeah.
So
we need to... he's being sarcastic.
Maybe,
no,
maybe at the end of
because I have a neighbor.
If
I
you're
have a
game,
neighbor.
we can write anything in.
Right.
Mematic is completely open right now. It can go anywhere.
I got a neighbor that I think would be up for it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That kind of neighbor.
I'll give you my permission to use their apartment.
Just tell us when he's on vacation.
Yeah, right.
We'll
Comes
sneak
back.
on in. We're professionals.
I'm glad I have someone that I can call if I need an apartment blown up. No, yeah, sounds very similar to the setup that we have here, except for we all work and we're pretty much boring outside of doing the production life. But no, that's cool, and it's about an hour runtime, right? Very close to it.
No, under the whole season is under 40 minutes.
Oh, under 40 minutes.
It's
Okay.
pretty short because
that's
every
not far
episode.
for an hour. You gotta talk yourself up.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna teach you how to talk yourself up.
Okay. So when you're putting stuff on the internet, you don't want it to be too long. Like the average YouTube viewer will only watch like 7 minutes. So every episode is between 3 and 9 minutes. 9 minutes at most, 3 minutes at least. And so all put together, it was just under 40 minutes.
Hey, that's still not bad. I mean, for first season, that's not bad, especially since what you just said. So I'm right there with you on the attention span of most people on the internet, and it's definitely a hurdle to get past on the writing perspective.
Oh yeah.
Of this is how long they'll actually listen and care about my stuff, and then it's just like on to the next thing, on the next video.
Yeah,
it sucks. It's cool. I'm really excited. And then you have other stuff that you guys will be doing, right?
Yeah. Right now we're working on Taylor Cologne's book being made into a short film. Right. And right now that's all pre-production. I can't really confirm much on the casting or anything like that.
Right.
We have read the book.
We have read the book. We can confirm that.
Definitely more than I am.
The script is in process.
I tried to pry information out of Zeke and Taylor on 2 different occasions that got shut down by both. Almost immediately.
But yeah, we plan to start filming next month. So
wow, okay.
We're going in. It's happening.
There you go. That's the way to do it. Go straight from one project on to the next.
Oh yeah, constantly. Yeah. I go into an existential crisis when I'm not filming something.
When you're not filming 3 things.
Three things at a
least.
time. Always.
We are in pre-production for 3 things technically. Including some music videos.
Well, we have 2 music videos in talks right now.
There you go.
Plus 1 in post. We're busy.
Very busy. He promised that I would get to direct a short film.
I made a promise to him that when we were done with Mematic, he would get to direct something and I would work
I think he's
the
just
gear.
leading me on.
But he...
audition.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's actually the big project that we're working on, is short series.
I'm going to take a break and write a scene, and we'll just do that right on.
We can improv it.
Well,
I'll play off you.
It's hard since we don't have characters or a story yet. All we know is that I'm the director.
It's confirmed. Tanner is directing something.
It's a good start. Untitled Project 1. That's what it's called.
That's how they all start. No, so how did you guys meet? you guys childhood best friends, or like me and Taylor, we went to high school, middle school together.
We met earlier this year.
Oh shit!
Well, I was really good friends with his brother, who acted in a couple of my movies, and for the longest time, he was telling me, one of these days, you got to meet my brother. He, very educated in film and studied acting, and I was like, okay, when do I get to meet this guy? And I literally met him at a party. I met him at a party.
Bash.
Yeah, we have the...
the same bash that I met?
Yeah, Bash 4.
Okay.
I met him
Bash
there.
4.
Yeah, that was my first bash too.
I was working, but I got off like 11 o'clock and just raced over there before all the beer was gone.
Yeah.
And I had to bring my own, so...
Yeah. But yeah, I met him.
Some beer.
I met him at that party, as well as our friend DeMarcus. And, well, actually, I had met DeMarcus before then. But I sat down and had a conversation with them and found out DeMarcus was into acting. Tanner was also into acting and filmmaking. And, like, I had a project coming up already for a company. And so I was like, hey, I got this thing going on.
They called me the next day.
Like, the next day, I called him and was like, hey, so I got a thing going on next week. Do you want to join? Got them all together. And we did that project. And, that project ended up so that project fell through, for lack of a better word.
Of course.
We did
went
film
really,
it, so.
really wrong.
We did.
Yeah,
we filmed it.
We all have projects like that.
The company.
We all got some
problems.
What's more important is we got a taste for working together, I guess.
Yeah. And then literally the next week, we started Mematic.
Yeah.
So we pretty much started Mematic, like, right when we met each other. So.
What's up?
We probably started a little too quickly. We filmed the first episode, and after we had filmed 2 and 3, we went back and refilmed the first one and rewrote it. It was
the first
very
one.
Well, I'm not the only one who does
It was
we did
terrible.
not know
so bad
what we were doing.
I can't wait. I can't wait until we release it anyway. Let everybody watch it.
See?
It's so bad.
Oh, that's really good. We've all been there.
Yeah,
We've been there more times than we would like to admit.
Yeah, it involved. It was a good bit.
See?
But,
It got cut.
it got cut. It wasn't the
I
worst
apologize.
part, but
Is it going
unintentional.
to be in a DVD package? It should be.
We don't got money for DVD packages, man.
No?
I don't like. I have never printed DVD copies
Really?
and then tried to sell them and made the money back. Never.
Well, there's
never
another way of
happened.
doing it. You can do a pre-order, have them pre-order an X amount, and then do it in batch. Do a batch list.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you can do it that way.
I don't know. It's always been
Take notes,
really
man.
difficult. But I'll take note of that.
I went
absolutely
to
will.
I went to film school, did all that.
Awesome.
So I guess I did the opposite of you,
Where'd
where
you
you
go to
went
film
to
school?
acting school. I did film school. Art Institute in Dallas. I'm actually about to go back and finish my last year.
Awesome.
As exciting as that is.
No film school.
You just started this.
You really don't need it.
Any school in the arts is such a great experience.
Yeah.
I'm with
but
you.
honestly, a lot of times what comes out of it, more importantly than anything, can be connections.
Yeah.
I would say the coolest thing that I know is instead of the alternatives of making a DVD or stupid shit like that, which I guess is useful, but it's not a deal breaker. You can enter the industry and find that out also on your own in the matter of just a Google search. Maybe 3 or 4.
My filmmaking experience pales in comparison to Ezekiel's.
And he's
and I'm
almost
quite a bit
7 years older
him.
than me.
but I have a lot of experience on the acting side, and I have a lot of creative stuff just flowing through my mind. So I'm trying to. That's part of why I latched onto Ezekiel, is I wanted to get some experience in the technical side of filmmaking behind the camera, and so it's been a great experience for me doing that. I'm already ready for my big directorial debut.
Zeke, when's that coming up? I'm now excited.
No.
I told you.
This is when he drops the mic.
Mic drop. Here, pick this up.
Oh,
Drop it.
no.
Yeah. Tanner helped a lot with writing Mematic, which I really needed, because
writing is awesome. That's my favorite part of all.
It's so fun, but
Ugh.
everyone's
fun.
okay. it's fun when you're coming up with the ideas and you're throwing it on paper. You're like, oh, this is so fun.
Yeah,
and then you go back and you look over it like a week later and you're like, oh, this is garbage. Because you're like, I can't, put any of my thoughts into words. Like, I can't visualize everything. I can't make every character say exactly what that character would say. And this is the problem that I run into, and he helped me a lot with those kind of things.
I love doing that part.
Yeah.
It's a scientific process mentally for me. I get so perfectionistic about writing, and
it's like your private eye of like, this guy would say this,
exactly,
or this is how this guy's going to react.
Exactly. Yeah. And I have to get each line down perfectly before moving on.
Well, because you want to sell the realism of like, no, he would actually react like this.
So when we were writing, there'd be times where everyone else is like, oh, that's pretty good. Let's so what then? Where does that lead? And I'd be like, no, hold on. And I'd think for like 5 more minutes and have to like add one word into the sentence that I thought made it better, and maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Like,
Yeah.
But that's the way I attack those things. I can't. So it's not fun for me all the time doing the writing element.
But it reinforces it.
It's good. It's a good balance the way we write.
And even on set, like, he's really good at like getting the actors to act the way that the character does. Because while the show has a plot, has a story and conflicts for the characters, it is very heavily based on the characters. There are 3 characters that are very distinct in personality. And so he was really good at defining those personalities on set and on paper. And in that way I could sort of focus more on the technical stuff, blocking, sound, camera, and whatnot.
Yeah.
And there were certain times where, I wanted to direct the actors because I wanted to, especially in the climax, like I want the actors to project in a specific way.
Right.
And especially when I'm on screen.
Especially when he's on screen, because he plays...
Where's my director?
I just like call cut in the middle of acting. Now here's what you did wrong. And I'm talking to myself.
Just in front of the mirror.
Yeah. It reminds me of that scene. Have you guys seen Arrested Development?
Arrested Development. Yes, I have.
Huge inspiration on Mematic, like the constant jokes being thrown at you.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes that reminded me of was when George Bluth gets the surrogate. The surrogate has the camera, and he's talking to himself in the mirror, and George Bluth is talking to him, but the surrogate is like channeling George Bluth. He's firing him through his own Wait, what? Yes, you're fired. At a wedding? Talking to himself in the mirror.
We had awesome stuff just like that. Yeah. That's exactly how Ezekiel fired me from Mematic. Oh. He had me wear a GoPro, and
he hates POV shots, but I wanted it so bad, so I fired him. This is a joke, by the way.
No, I got you.
Mematic didn't happen either. Like, none of this happened. All of this is a lie. It doesn't exist. Fine.
I drove you.
We actually don't have a show.
Nothing exists. That's my point. Nothing.
No, that's great. I'm actually surprised that you guys barely met. I'm still hung up on how long ago you guys met each other.
Yeah.
It was very hilarious. I intentionally went to the party to meet him. I mean, I knew it'd be a good time.
Yeah.
And I'd heard about Zeke Spash 1, 2, and 3, but
Ditto.
I knew the 4th one would be a good time, but I was really like, I want to work with him because I had seen a lot of his past work, specifically that my brother was in, and I just was like, this is such shit. I know I can make it better. I saw the potential.
That's how you know it's a true partnership.
No, yeah. I mean, not to be extremely gay, but we do complete each other in a way when it comes to the writing and the directing. That sounds so gay, but I mean
wanted to.
This whole show is really about our Harry Met Sally story.
Yeah.
Only
it's all an allegory.
Well, when you come back on the second, we knock it out on the first episode. That way, when you guys come back, throw in the dick jokes and everything like episode 1 was. Yeah. I always tell all the guests, when we have guests, it's typically boring on the show, just because we try and get through as much as you guys as possible. because when we don't have guests, it's just back to our just regular comedy improv of whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I'll try to think of some dick jokes.
You know what? Hey,
Next episode.
it's all right. We went through a whole year where it's like that was the only topic we could stay on.
Yeah.
We're good.
It's just hard to get away from them.
Once you're on them, you're on them.
They just come to you.
Oh, oh God.
You see?
Yep.
And now it's going to just be a perpetual loop because we'll get like 2-3 conversations back like ahead, and then we'll go right back to the dick joke.
We're shooting for multiples here.
Let's just stop.
It's going to be the money. It's going to be the money shot of all topics.
All right.
Oh gosh.
Wasn't it all Taylor?
Huh?
It was all Taylor that started.
Sure.
Sure.
I won't say for sure because it 100% might have been me and Taylor.
100%.
100% might have been me.
Yeah. The math on that.
Put you two together.
Which is why he's not on the show.
Uh-huh.
When I'm on the show right now. No, that's not true at all. It's 100% because he's asleep. Because he works up at night.
Oh, Taylor's sleeping right now?
Yeah, he's right there, asleep.
Hi, Taylor.
You could go. I would say you could go say hi, but I positive sleep sneaky.
Oh,
So
100% maybe.
100% maybe.
100% maybe.
Look,
That's called a callback joke.
This is good comedy lessons. Anybody listening? Write this shit down. Okay.
it only really
We're not
works
as pretentious as we come off, I swear. We did call our show Mematic.
Promise.
Memetic
Nobody even
theme.
knows what memetic means.
That's
like
what we
that's
like about
pretentious right there.
See, I thought it was supposed to, and you guys are probably going to correct me, because I thought it was meme and lunatic.
Oh no, we'd love to correct you on this.
Yes.
Thank you. See? I knew.
This is what's funny.
Okay.
It's called Memetic. The meme comes from the word mimetic. Well, Ezekiel was given
I was
incorrect
given false
definition
information
of what mimetic means. So
Yeah.
he writes in the original scrapped pilot episode where my character says refers to memes as memetics, and then the other character says what's a memetic basically, and then my character defines it as the transferring of information through images. And I thought that was a joke he put in because I looked up memetic and it does not mean that.
What does it mean?
It means, in some simple terms, it's kind of like an evolutionary term for an idea kind
it's
of
a
growing.
parasitic idea, an idea that hops from
So a meme.
from one mind.
Yes, exactly. It's
Essentially,
very much
100%
like
meme.
Essentially, a meme.
viral
It's modern
spreading.
day
Of,
memes.
I actually if you go to the Memetic Facebook page and go like to the very first post, one of the very first posts that I did is I went to TED Talks and found this video of this old guy talking about what memetics are in evolutionary terms, and then I posted that video on the Facebook page, changed the photo to a photo from the show, and was like, here, check it out. Find out what memetic is. And if you click on it, it's just this old guy on TED Talks talking about the evolutionary term of memetics.
Yeah, and he even says like, "Watch out for your dank memes." It's just so funny the way the clip. He's like, and he's got this accent. He's like, "Watch out for your dank memes."
So watch your dank memes.
What is he, Australian?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Or British, one of the two. Because he's talking about the Prime Minister for some reason. Because it was a dank meme made about the Prime Minister. Let's make a distinction real quick. A lot of people are confusing dank memes for cool memes. Dank meme is supposed to be an ironic meme that's making fun of traditional memes. I'm getting really freaking nerdy about this stuff because I'm writing a show about memes. But, like, everybody's getting that wrong. Like, a dank meme is supposed to be ironic and is supposed to make fun of memes themselves. Or just stuff happening on the internet.
So the worse a meme is, the better it is.
You can find that
This
definition.
is why people are confused.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The whole I hope I don't get too much shit for saying this.
Uh-oh.
The whole
Uh-oh.
trolling and meme culture has never been that appealing to me. I get it. Grew up playing video games. on the
Actually,
internet.
did not. I've never owned any video games.
Really?
I didn't grow up with video games. I grew up editing. No freaking joke. Me and my brother just had a camera and we'd film movies with our friends and we'd edit.
First production company. Our first show was Red vs. Blue that I was like, watch that religiously. Back when it first came out.
Good
which
stuff.
means I was like, 6, 8. And then I just, continued watching them because they would always reference a company. I'd be like, oh, what's that company? And so I just ended up growing up on entertainment. So I get it. Just never been a fan of the whole environment. Yeah, I guess
it's a show about entrepreneurship and internet culture, and in a deep, hidden meaning kind of way.
Oh,
it's
you're gonna get deep.
See,
this
deep.
Is when you would get back to the dick joke.
It's so deep you won't even get it if you watch the show. You'll almost think it isn't in there.
Okay, so like when you have meanings like this, you can't just be preachy about it. You can't just throw it in the audience's face and say, "Yeah, well, this story is about this, my personal life."
Only if you break the fourth wall, then you do that.
Yeah,
we're saving that moment.
Saving it.
Yeah, only one filmmaker gets to do it once, and that's it.
We're saving our fourth wall meta.
Scorsese's done it a whole bunch of times, man. What are you talking about? Okay, so
we're
one
Scorsese.
of the we're very Scorsese.
I didn't want to say that you were those.
Right.
How dare you? So Scorsese, I am. One of the hidden meanings in the show, or like a hidden theme, is it's about struggling between, the sort of fight between business and art in a way, and like what you're passionate about and what you need to do to make money. I often find in filmmaking you have to find a healthy balance, because you have to make a movie that's entertaining, but is what you want to do. But if you just be an artist and make something really artistic, you make something really self-indulgent and pretentious.
It's hard to make money off that.
And if you make something that's, just pure studio, let's make money stuff, you make Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which, in my opinion, is a movie that truly only exists to make money. And it made a bunch of money. It aired on 1,000 screens or whatever.
It's the same thing with the Transformers.
Yeah.
1, 2, however many.
Yeah, and it's like, I want to see movies that have characters and philosophy, interesting ideas, but are also entertaining and have obstacles and story and problems for the characters to overcome.
You want to have that nice conflict and character development in there.
Yeah. And
definitely no Suicide Squad. I don't know if you guys saw that. I was nice enough to get to watch it twice.
Oh man,
it was so awesome.
It must have taken years off your life or something.
Oh yeah.
There's hidden medical problems that you're gonna endure because of doing.
I'm pretty sure I fell asleep 4 times during the second time watching it.
You don't have enough time for me to describe how much.
No.
Let me just say this. How they say in the film.
Have you watched it?
Not yet.
I won't spoil anything. They say in the film they're searching for meta-humans to make these superhero teams to fight
also, first,
whoever.
Everything that they say in the movie, complete lie. And is part of the plot, which is also dumb.
But how do they turn to, like, the Joker's psychotic girlfriend before Batman and the Justice League?
I'm with you.
How does Justice League not happen first? Did you try those guys?
Where's the Flash?
What is this, like the replacement refs in the NFL?
Yeah.
What is this, like the
writer's
writers' strike, so we choose the
like
backup writers? What happened
comic book,
here?
I somewhat get it, because it's like, Black Ops, we can't be there,
Right.
So if we are there, you're there, and you're a convict, so you're a convict. But this was just
my
like,
favorite
we're sending you in.
Are you familiar with Red Letter Media?
No.
Okay, they're movie reviewers. They're absolutely hilarious. You should watch them. They had a perfect description of the plot of Suicide Squad. It's an attempt for DC to no longer be like Marvel and to do everything they can to be the darker and different version of Marvel. They made a story about a ragtag group of superpowered people fighting a giant blue thing shooting up into the sky and expendable villains. Like, that is Avengers. That is the plot of Avengers, and that's basically what Suicide Squad is.
I can see it. in a very shitty way. I could see it.
Before the movie came out, I said I have to see this with friends, otherwise I'll never see it.
Yeah, everyone was like that too.
Yeah.
You have to, everyone wanted to go watch it. And everyone did go watch it. That's the sad part to me. Is that it was awful, but everyone went to go watch it.
And that's the thing, we're going to keep going to see these terrible movies, and we're all going to keep buying into it and saying, maybe DC will get it right this time.
You gotta have hope.
Like that. But the thing is that we're supporting garbage. We are telling them that they need our money, and we want to see more content like this.
We
when
can
we really
stop
don't.
the cycle, folks. You could watch Mematic 3 times over.
You can watch Mematic.
We
you
need
could
those
help
views.
starving artists.
I was about to go in for the plug, but you beat me to it.
Oh, I'm a very shameless self-promoter.
Same here.
I told you I trained as an actor, right? It's
that's why I don't like it.
I mean, I tell Ezekiel every time we're shooting something, I say, I hope this is the worst thing we ever film the rest of our lives. Yeah. Because everything we make afterwards should be better. You know, but
I'm on the positive end, so I'm always like, this should be the best thing I've ever made.
Yeah,
so,
right. It's
perfect. Like the exact same thing he's saying.
That's the way I look at it.
It's basically the same thing.
Like if
it's glass half full, glass half empty.
If season 2 of Mematic doesn't blow the roof off of season 1, then we're doing something wrong. Like
season 2 confirmed.
Yes, season 2 is officially confirmed.
No,
now it is.
Well, I was actually planning on announcing
it
on the show. I was like,
where
is a good place for me to announce it? Because if I just post on Facebook, so ladies and gentlemen, Mematic season 2 will begin filming in February of 2017.
Woot!
2017. There you go. There you go.
It'll bring Harambe back, everybody.
Where's that troll culture?
Well, you have to get one meme joke in there.
Come on!
People expect it. Besides, by the time they hear this, that joke will be dead. So.
I mean, it's coming out later this week, but yeah.
Yep, that's how quick memes go, man. It's very trendy.
Yeah, sure.
The meme culture is very
trendy. I remember being worried about putting meme jokes.
I was going to say, I got to ask that. With knowing that, like going into a project that's based around this culture, is that intimidating? Like, this joke might not stick?
A lot of the jokes that we got were jokes that were like a year old that are still around.
We keep some of them pretty subtle. Like,
okay.
We don't just shoehorn in a lot of meme humor.
So it's not just the culture.
One thing we said about it is it's a show about making memes as much as The Office is a show about selling paper, essentially. Okay. So it's more about the characters. It's more about the other craziness going on.
Okay.
You know, but we try to do a little bit of fan service in there too. You know, we want to put in some of the meme material. I've been talking about putting more in for season 2, though.
Well, yeah.
We want to do that. We'll see how, I guess, people respond to season 1 first.
Speaking of which, we can't talk about the plot of season 2 because season 1 hasn't come out. So.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. I tried to gain info about the here and now.
Okay.
We can talk
like
about
Taylor's new project. I would love to hear any details about that.
Well, no.
All right. Fair say.
Yeah, we're filming it next month, and we have 3 actors, and we need to get a 4th actor, and there's a script.
I don't even gotta ask the question.
The script is not finalized, and
I haven't even seen the script yet.
I haven't shown the script to anyone. That's why I need to meet.
Oh,
Taylor
but there is a script like floating somewhere. Like there's a script.
It's halfway done, and I have all the plot points figured out. So right now it's just the boring writing it down.
Yeah, I think it was like last week or something.
And it's such a visual movie. There's not
apparently
a ridiculous amount of dialogue, and so.
Well,
that's a book.
The movie will be different. From the book.
I think everyone knows the book and the movie is never the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Because of movie magic.
Yeah. We talked about some of the writings. I haven't seen the script, but we've talked some about thematic elements and ways to keep the identity of the book without keeping all the same, story elements, keeping the exact same events, but, changing what happens, but keeping the I don't know, the identity of the story the same.
He is going to be my assistant / co-director on the movie, by the way. So
I'll ask you guys actually.
that.
Because I might actually know this story.
Oh.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Wait, what story?
Does this story involve a painter that uses special paint?
Yes.
Okay.
Have we not mentioned what the name is?
About the book, though?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So
we can mention
the book is called The Macabre of the Artist.
And he uses special paint.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it away.
Because
I think that's a real cool thing.
That's
part of the movie.
It's there on the book. The book can be bought right now. The book's
right.
called The Macabre of the Artist. Go check it out.
Yeah, I know this book. I remember when he was drafting this book. Though.
The movie is going to be called The Macabre Artist. Shortened name. So the story is about an artist who develops an obsession with painting with human blood.
Yeah.
That's what I can say right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, the tagline for the movie so far is Macabre Artist, Art and Blood.
No, art and blood both come from the heart. That's the tagline.
So we're giving away that much.
Giving away that much. There you go.
I think we could say that we see it more as a psychological type of horror, I guess.
Yeah.
Rather than like
I
a
could see
horror
it.
film.
Well, that's the thing.
So the book kind of takes it a horror direction.
Well, see, when he first told me, I was kind of confused because it was like 3 different genres to me. It was sci-fi.
Yeah.
It was 2 different parts of horror.
Yeah.
Like, because it was almost equally a slasher as it was a psychological.
Right. And supernatural elements.
And so, yeah.
So we're condensing.
So when
it
was like
of it.
news turning into a movie, I was like, man, I wonder what the production company is going to do.
Right.
Because
we have to stick to one tone for the movie, especially since it's a short film. I'm pulling a lot of. I guess I can throw this out there as like a fun fact for a taste of what the movie could be like.
Yep.
We're pulling a lot of inspiration from American Psycho. That's
he likes
one
that
thing. Okay, cool.
Him being killed. Sorry. Well, because people, I'm sure, is not going to be not going to know what the fuck I just did.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't want to.
No. I think I've already provided enough, or at least tried to. I really just stated what I knew.
Maybe we'll come back on the show and talk during post-production of Macabre Artist.
It's a really badass idea, the painting with blood, no matter which way it goes. It's really cool to me. So I'm excited about working on it, but I really want to see the script.
Is this what he's directing?
Harmonize, damn it!
I'm so glad. I'm so glad I did not.
Come on.
Okay. Because I'm sure you would have dropped one.
Yeah. What was the question?
No. We're working on the.
He's my assistant / co-director and assistant / co-writer.
The film I'm going to be directing, we're pre-writing right now.
Yeah.
And all
that is happening.
All we can really say that we want it to be, if you've seen the Darjeeling Limited Wes Anderson film, it's basically about 3 brothers kind of reconnecting and going on a sort of attempted spiritual awakening journey. We're not taking all of that. Yeah, we're not taking all of that. It's similar in. Hopefully, we want it to be similar in the comedic value and the weird connections that family can have, where they kind of read each other's minds. They say something that to an outside person makes no sense, but they get it. Right. And of course, Wes Anderson is a genius, and we can only hope to make it fit that tone, but that's kind of what we're thinking going into the writing, is trying to have some characters that these brothers that are going to have that kind of connection with one another. Okay. But we don't really know much other than that. That's the one I'll be directing. We don't know much. We've got a lot of stuff upcoming in the schedule with other people. And we attack we attack each project with the same passion. That's the idea. So
the thing is, like,
it's hard to plan.
I don't know what he's
my thing in the future when that one can fall away for now.
I don't know exactly what Tanner thinks about this, but next year I'm ready to go ahead and shoot for a feature film because I've never made a feature film. It's always been under 50 minutes.
Those are a thing.
Yeah. And I honestly we haven't talked about this yet, so I'm totally throwing this at him right now. I'm thinking that he should make his story into a feature film.
Untitled Work.
Untitled One.
Untitled One.
Tanner Ward's Untitled One.
Yeah, I mean,
starring no name.
Starring yet to be cast in order of appearance.
Yeah, we did talk about that, so maybe that's coming up in the future next year. Yeah, feature film.
Who knows? Maybe. I don't know.
You join the club with this guy.
We're gonna get him an iPhone someday. Someday we're gonna
pay
get
for
him
that?
an iPhone.
Before this phone,
Medic's
I'm with
gonna
you.
pay for that.
I had one of those knockoff Blackberries that's like $30. Go to Walmart, get a Blackberry. Yeah. I had one of those for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Best thing ever.
Really?
This piece of shit, I've had it for like 6 months. The battery just doesn't work anymore. They're like $40. You get a new one. It's like, okay.
I was on like just like a flip phone for since high school and up until just the end of last year that I actually get an iPhone. And I resisted the smartphone movement, but I knew I'd have to get it eventually. Yeah. And since I did, I mean, it really, like, as a creative person in the creative field, you have to have access.
I wouldn't say you have to, but it...
Like, something. You don't have to have, like... a smartphone or a particular one, but
one thing that
the ability for me to
one thing that I've learned with
or,
marketing Mematic is like constantly being updating social media.
Yeah, you got to be out there.
Like Instagram is basically
you also have to know
free
when
marketing.
To be out there.
Like if you use 11 hashtags on an Instagram post, that's like free marketing. Right
yeah.
And I had a friend who's a filmmaker and a friend who's an actor up in Dallas. I worked on a project with them. And both of them told me, like, nowadays, because of social media, you don't even need, like, a resume anymore. You just need a solid Facebook page. Yeah. And I was kind of amazed by that. And I took a look at their page and was like,
what you're saying is you need a portfolio. You just need something that's, like, out there that you can see and be like, oh. So if your Facebook's just around your...
And you impress people by constantly posting photos of what you're doing.
People like hard work. People like to see that you're dedicated, you're out there day in, day out. Yeah, that you care, you're passionate.
Yeah.
I'm with you. You got to be out there on your social media. You got to be doing it.
It's for me a struggle. I'd rather pay someone to run all my social media because I hate it. I'm not social.
Our company, Kek Network, is a video marketing company. So if you need a commercial or someone to help you with promo videos and stuff like that, contact Kek Network. We do commercials. We have good prices.
Call now.
If you go to the Facebook page, we have a phone number up there and an email address
for you guys regarding your service and your phone number. Okay. But I will ask it after.
Okay.
Because it has to do with phone numbers.
Okay.
Well, because. But other than that, I think we're gonna wrap up. Unless you guys have any other shameless plug, anything else.
Let's talk about how we're ending Mematic, the final season.
Well, shit, you guys got it all planned out.
Actually, we don't. But we are definitely toying with ideas for how and when to, how could we reasonably end the show that's a satisfying kind of arc, I guess. So we're of course, messing around. Yeah, exactly. we both have we have actually a shared love for hating Dexter.
But it's coming back.
Is it for real?
Well, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Because there was such an uproar.
Oh man.
I didn't know that.
Well, my parents are going to like that because they love the show.
I hate that because I have to watch it.
Yeah.
I dragged myself through 20 seasons that went just from bad to worse.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, there were some good
I wouldn't say that, but the ending kind of makes the rest.
It's very entertaining television. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You get sucked into it.
Yeah. Sucks. I think you get sucked in because you have to wait a fucking week for the next goddamn episode.
Yeah. Netflix. Binge watch everything. That's the way TV
Yeah, our generation's definitely spoiled with that.
Oh, yeah.
The whole skipping ads and...
Yeah, I was thinking about that, like, with Mematic, we're trying to appeal to millennials and younger people.
Yeah, have fun with that.
And it's an episode a week.
Well, that's... I don't know.
Our general audience might not like that.
I feel, because it's only... It's a short runtime.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys won't have to worry about it.
There are 6 episodes in season 1.
Yeah. But each runtime, if it has to be no more than 9 minutes. And that's if you divide it equally.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a lot of things are better watched with some time in between.
Yeah.
Specifically TV shows, because they're supposed to take place different amounts of time apart. So
time passes in the show.
So you wouldn't want to, like Sherlock.
Yeah.
My family, we watch that on DVD and everything. We get it in from Netflix. And we watch like one, and then we'll watch the next one later. We won't watch them all at once because of that. Things like that. There are shows that I watched Prison Break when it came out on TV. The first season.
I haven't watched that.
Oh yeah, the first season was really pretty cool. I watched it with a bunch of friends, and we'd watch every week. We'd meet up and watch it, and it was really cool. And then years later, it came onto Netflix, and I binge watched the whole thing in 1 week, and it was not as good. It wasn't as good that way. Some of it was just nostalgic, I guess, because I watched it from back when, but it was also just everything didn't land the same way when you jump right into the next procedural story.
You just can't process all of it because it's like everything's just always coming at you. You can never look at the story.
Or during the time between to understand more.
On Prison Break?
On either shows. That's why the time between is more important. So you can actually understand what the last episode is.
Yeah, and it helps it land and everything. If you watch 2 episodes of a show back to back, you've got maybe 40 minutes of like a completely contained, self-contained story that also plays into a larger narrative. That's TV. And then you watch the next one, and it's a completely new, self-contained story. So on Prison Break, you'd have something like, you've got to dig this hole in the floor. And then, like, the whole episode is kind of revolved around, like, don't let the guard walk in. And then the next episode, completely new issue. So the past issues are just completely gone. Yeah. None of the stress carries over like that.
Yeah.
And it just, when you're watching them back to back, it seems like the last thing was a little petty when they solved it in 40 minutes, and on to the next one. But
you just
when you watch it week by week, it's like you almost feel like every minute of their entire 6 months of planning this Prison Break is like anything could go wrong.
I feel like the week or the time lapse between episodes just gives you a greater appreciation.
Yeah.
Because if you watch it consecutively, you're just. I also feel like I become more critical because I have the time.
You think
I'm
more
like,
about
that writing was kind of weird.
Yeah.
So then, because then you do pick up on the trends of well, it took them 40 minutes to solve this one issue.
Right.
This issue feels like it's way less of an issue.
Yeah.
But it took you,
It took
And that's bullshit.
And we think about it all week until the next episode. And there's only a few shows people actually watch on TV anymore, it seems like. At least people are.
There's the CW is probably
The Walking
the only
Dead.
ones.
I will say I love
Game of Thrones.
I do Flash,
I'm
Arrow,
very
all
happy. I was going to say I'm very happy that there was a week gap, a week-long gap between the last 2 episodes of Game of Thrones. You watch Game of Thrones?
Nope. Got a good joke coming about it though.
Oh. So Game of Thrones.
Got a great joke coming about
those
that
last 2 episodes. I'm not going to spoil anything.
I wouldn't
they
call
were
it a joke or a
absolutely
statement.
incredible, mind-blowing last 2 episodes. And it's like after the second to last episode, I needed a week before watching the next one because it was it was so much to process. It was like I just watched the entire movie, honestly.
I'll tell you the only reason why I haven't watched that movie, or movie. Every person tells me is, you gotta go through season 1. And I'm like, what does that mean? Season 1 is just long, drawn out, but then it's rewarding. And I'm like, nope. Can't do it.
Alright, well...
See?
Game of Thrones is about philosophical conversations, and
But they also, I feel like,
it's about the
philosophical conversations always long and drawn out.
Yeah, it's about the horrors of war and what it has on the human spirit,
but it's also, I don't know, I feel like it gets too diluted because the era that they're placing it. Like, it's not as...
They throw in a lot of boobs.
Well,
there really isn't much action in the show until you get to the most recent season.
Yeah.
Because, like...
Can't do it.
It's not really what the show's about. The show is about the characters, and it's about connecting to the characters. And it's also about, I would say that Game of Thrones is I would say that it's a horror show. I know a lot of people wouldn't say that, but I would say that because you get so connected to some characters.
I've also heard, I've also heard there are some people still in season 1 that are traveling a river or traveling an ocean, and they'll be here in season 6. They're gonna play an important role.
Oh, there was a character that was a main character in the show that literally wasn't in season 5.
See?
And then comes back in season 6.
And it's to me, I don't know if that's genius writing, bad writing. Well, what's up?
The show is essentially telling, I think it's somewhere between
the perspective of
it's somewhere between 3 and 5 different stories.
Right.
All sort of interconnecting. Yeah. And because of that, because all of these characters are pretty much enemies, you get attached to the characters, and it builds up to moments where those characters reach a conflict with each other. There's a scene, I believe, in season 4 where 2 of my favorite characters fought each other on a mountain, and it was one of the most. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not gonna say.
I don't mean to spoil it, but this happened.
We see them climb the mountain. We know exactly what's going to happen when they get to the top.
Stop it. I'm not saying who the 2 characters are. I'm not saying who wins the fight. If anybody, if both of them die, it doesn't matter. Okay. But it was so painful because I love both of these characters, and here they are, and one of them might lose this fight. It creates actual expense.
I want to. I'm a huge HBO fan.
Yeah,
so,
HBO's amazing.
But I'm, they just got them on Amazon Prime, so I'm watching all the old ones. I'm going through The Sopranos, and I've been watching The Wire I've only finished the 2 seasons, and I'm gonna start. They make such great shows. Yeah, they do.
You gotta check out Togetherness. Nobody's seen Togetherness, but it's such a wonderful little show, about a family, totally opposite to Game of Thrones. It's about.
Is it a cartoon?
Nope. It is narrative with real people.
Live action.
Live action.
It's okay. I
feel weird.
I said cartoon instead of animation.
I feel weird saying live action because there's no action. It is a show that is very much character based about people and their problems, and I absolutely love the directors, and so I want to give a little plug to anybody who might want to check that out because it's awesome, and not enough people have seen it, and I don't want it to get canceled on its 2nd season.
They want to, or it's been canceled?
No, it could. It could. I don't know. I'm pretty sure season 3 is happening, but more people need to watch it.
I was sad when Brickleberry didn't get renewed. Not really. And that's just one of the shows that I watch on occasion when I'm really, really bored.
Moment of silence for Firefly. Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah.
I love Firefly. It's taking a moment of silence. I had to respect it.
Are we restarting that?
No.
Sure.
There's no way they're restarting Firefly. They did make a short film about 2 of the lead actors.
Is Nathan Fillion one of them?
Yeah. Nathan Fillion and the other guy who plays Walsh. And they basically play themselves. It was a short film.
Wait, so he was a dude?
No. Well, they
I'm only saying that because of the Newcastle thing that happened.
Nathan Fillion and the guy who plays
You heard
Walsh. I forgot his name.
Do you know what Castle is?
Yeah.
You know what Castle is?
Castle?
Yeah. That was Nathan Fillion's Like,
I know.
It just got canceled.
Right, and allegedly because him and the lead actress never got along.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, allegedly.
Why didn't they just fire someone?
Didn't it go for like 6 seasons?
I mean, I think it got to the...
I don't think you cancel a show that deep because people aren't getting along.
Well, apparently Nathan Fillion...
Alright, we tried.
Apparently...
We tried. For 7 years we tried.
Yeah.
And it's just not working out.
But
let's not be friends.
Apparently Nathan Fillion... I say like I know what the fuck. Apparently has like a big ego, and it just...
I mean, I'll talk to him.
Kind of got... Yeah, I mean...
We'll see.
Know him by name. No, apparily, he's just
interesting.
He's a handful of a guy to work with, which is sad because I love his work and almost everything. I love his work.
That's probably why he works so well in Dr. Horrible.
But at the same time, I was about to say that can inform his work. If you've seen Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog,
he plays such a
much
douche in that
informed
show.
His character.
I mean, even his Green Lantern is pretty douchey.
He was Green Lantern.
Animated. Yeah. In the current. In half of the current Justice League animated.
It's comic book stuff. It's confusing.
Yeah, right.
It's DC, so it's an extra level of confusing.
Like now they're talking about like there's like a fan theory going around that the TV show could possibly intertwine with the freaking movies. Like what the heck?
Right, whatever. They even started making garbage animated movies.
That's just to make us have to watch a TV show.
Yeah.
Give me the Cliff Notes. Like.
Anyways, on that note, we have been running for forever. So
I think we can go.
We could go longer, but I actually have a few things I want to talk to you guys about.
Okay. Off mic. Awesome.
So on that note, we're gonna wrap up. But we, being the regular Asnp crew, the Kek family, or Kek Network, they won't be here next week.
Aww, I really liked me.
I'm gonna miss.
I was my favorite person.
No, I like y'all. I like y'all's show a lot. It's fun.
Thank you. And we'll have other opportunities, I think, to work with each other. Definitely. Yeah. Even if I have to go force some of you guys to be like, hey, you're coming and doing this. And then you guys feel free to also knock on the doors, shoot me a message and like, hey, you're coming and doing this.
I live in McKinney. I'll probably just walk over here.
Do you
knock
really?
on the right outside
Princeton.
Okay.
It's
I
10
was about to
minutes
ask,
out of McKinney.
I love your house, by the way. I don't think I told you that because the bathroom's kind of hectic.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
Well, it is my parents' house, but
still, I love it. It's an awesome house.
Well, thanks.
Also, is there another bash coming up?
Oh,
we're gonna wrap.
Okay. There will be another bash. It'll happen, but I can't confirm anything.